Hello and welcome to the Overshadow Shadowcast with your host Thomas Henderson and Tech Wizard Abigail Moody.
This is the last one before Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
How are your
Indeed.
Yuletide tidings? I felt like a Grinch today. I've not been in the Christmasest of moods.
Is that not because of all the changes to the rules that we've just suffered?
Yeah, I think I suppose like most of the country, it's just I don't know. It's like at the beginning, I was doing okay, but in the last month, it's hit me. Like, I know it's really stupid to say, but it's like you're fed up of wearing masks, you're fed up of doing all this, but you understand why you do it. Like, I'm happy to do it. It's just, I want an end date now. That's the most stupid thing anybody could say, but that is the truth.
No, I agree.
It's just sad.
Mm-hmm. So
Okay.
yeah, I totally understand why you Christmas is it's sort of deflated in the past couple of days.
Aye.
However, if you are available, we may be able to get yourself and myself and a certain other person's self to play a couple of games that we all have in common.
Yes, certain person as in maybe.
Yes, that person.
Maybe.
If you would like, if you would like to. What do you think?
Maybe.
Yes or no?
Yes, sorry, yes. I thought you were asking me to repeat. I've got ringing in one of my ears at the moment. It just started as you guys said started.
Right.
I'm not saying baby, by the way. I'm saying BB.
Oh, right, okay. Right, okay.
Calling him a baby.
We've been playing Rainbow.
Yes, which has been going.
It's supposed to be much of a muchness, but you've got a bit better. But
yeah,
I think we need to change what we're doing.
Because there was one game where you died within like 10 seconds because of a badly placed breach charge. You're looking at me like you can't remember.
I can't. I thought that was the week before.
No, that was this week.
No. Oh, no. The hostage got killed because of basically a flaw in the game where they can put a breach charge right next to the hostage.
You died before that, and I had to carry on the game for quite a while.
Yeah, you're right. That was because what happened was I tried to shoot a guy who was coming in a window, and apparently they're immortal on the way in the window.
Yeah, but...
And he just kicked me in the face and I died immediately.
How did I do?
You did very well until the breach charge blew everything up.
Yes.
There's nothing you could have done about that.
Nah, the breach charge killed the hostage, so I couldn't do anything.
It's just stupid. It's just absolutely stupid.
I was quite proud of myself. And it also proved that I could do really well. And then what happened next? I failed miserably in the next few games. Yay.
No, you were all right. It's just we need to practice a bit more sophistication and expertise, shall we say.
You wanted to... Sorry, I keep interrupting.
No, you.
I get excited. I get excited and I want to talk. You wanted us to play with like online players, so we did.
We tried that, and
it was so bad because I was literally dying within 10 seconds, and then at one point one of the players killed me by mistake.
No, he was just killing people in his own team. That's why I shot him. And after I shot him, there's only 2 of us left because he killed 2 other people.
Oh, I forgot. I didn't realize that. Was this the guy that messaged me saying so sorry?
Yeah, because he killed another person as well.
Oh.
But that game where we played online where I managed to get 3 kills in one round and won the round for our team.
Yeah, that was impressive. Well done.
That was pretty good.
It was.
I've never done that before. I've never been like the player of a round, as it were. So I was pretty happy with that.
I got to be the MVP at one point. I was very happy.
But that was when it was just, it was 2 of us playing against the AI. Yeah. Because we played our roles and your role was shooty and mine was something else. So you did well. Right, come on. I finished Battlefield Hardline.
Miserable? Was it miserable?
It's just rubbish.
Yeah, I think you talked about that last week.
Shooting feels really loose, really bad. And when you're in stealth, it feels crammed into the game. So you feel like you should be shooting. And then when you're shooting, you're like, well, they've made this very, very bad. So should I be stealth? But then that's very bad. It's just a terrible game. Just a terrible game. They've gone to give you like the choice and failed on both options. It's just rubbish. So I started Bad Company 1. It's not great, but it's a much older game. I'm just playing through the EA Play Battlefield list basically. But it's just interesting. But yeah, I finished off Battlefield Hardline and I've uninstalled it and I will never ever go back to playing that game ever again.
No. Let us move on to the stories.
Go ahead.
So the one story I wanted to talk about this week was the lackluster release of CD Projekt Red. No, CD Projekt Red, sorry. I was doing so well. I
Yes, you
fell
were.
down at the first hurdle.
Yes, you were. I
The
like how
lack.
later on you've spelt cyberpunk with two C's.
I'm not looking at the agenda. Um,
It's Cyberpunk, apparently, according to you. Cyberpunk.
the lackluster release of Cyber Cyberpunk. For some reason, that sounded weird. Cyberpunk
Stop
20.
again, start again.
The lackluster release of Cyberpunk 2077.
Aye.
So on the 10th of December, the game was released and everybody was super excited. And then bugs galore were discovered within the game. Glitches, all this jazz. Some people found that their camera was snapping to third person for no apparent reason, and that when they saw their character, the characters didn't have a head.
Because the game was probably treating it like they were looking through the first person camera.
Yeah.
Which would remove the head because otherwise you would see inside the head.
I watched a really weird video of somebody that looked like the character doing a headless chicken dance. It was very funny.
Well, to be honest with you, keep going.
So basically, it has been agreed that the game has been taken off the Sony PlayStation Store on a digital release. Digital copies, you can't buy them anymore. However, you can buy physical copies still. And CD Projekt Red have said there's going to be updates that are coming, patches to fix all the glitches. However, if the player is unhappy, they can always ask for a full refund, which they are going to receive.
I wouldn't, but okay.
I know I think it was disappointing for a lot of people, and also I believe there were some people that were working on the game itself that don't know that, because I believe at the beginning of the year, or towards the beginning of the year, developers at the CD Projekt were telling people that the game was ready, when people who were working on the game were like, no, it's not ready, so we don't know why you're telling people that. So it had a really, really, really bad crunch, according to a lot of people that were working on the game, and that CD Projekt Red downplayed it quite a bit.
Yeah, it doesn't sound too promising, but to be honest, if there's 1 year in which, if you make a big, expansive open world game, there will be bugs because you cannot play test it for 10 million people.
No.
You can't do that. You're going to find things once it's released you never saw before.
Yeah.
But if there's 1 year in which you can't really do what you would like to do anyway, it's this year.
Yeah, we all know that.
Yeah, and also Eastern Europe is being pretty hard hit at the minute.
I think everywhere is being pretty hard hit.
No, it's been particularly, but because they're actually, it's not like America, which is being hard hit, but they don't care and aren't doing anything about it. Europe is actually trying to do something. So a lot of countries are, you make video games. I don't care. Go home. So it must be difficult. So I just put it this way: if there's one company I trust to actually fix that, it's CD Projekt Red. I mean, I know a lot of people say that you shouldn't have day one patches, but that's just silly. You shouldn't have a game should work once it's put on the disc. Well, no, it's not how it works. These games are they're massively different than what they were before. How badly you'd have to scale back. Put it this way: they had trouble making KOTOR 2 to meet its release date, right?
Yeah.
And this was back before like regular patches of games were a thing. So what happened then was they cut huge contents out.
Yeah.
Hey, I can't hear you.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I don't know what had happened there. You kind of just glazed over. I was like, what's happened? Am I in the Matrix? Have I glitched out?
You're coming through quite choppy as well.
Oh, hold on. It might also be the internet.
Well, we'll just keep going then. But perfect example of things not going well when you're working from home. But the point is that I could see how there would be difficulties, but if you don't have a day one patch, you lose 3-4 weeks of development.
Yeah.
If you don't have patches and updates, you can't fix any problems. And KOTOR 2, great game, made in a very short space of time, and they cut out huge content to make it playable because they couldn't patch it. And basically, for like consoles and stuff like that, and basically an entire planet was removed from the game.
Wow.
Because they couldn't quite get it to work, and so that's it.
Yeah.
They just cut the entire planet.
Speaking of cutting things, well, I'm going to have to cut that story short.
Do you trust CD Projekt Red to fix it, and what do you think about the whole scenario?
I think so. From the evidence I've seen of their gameplays of their games and things like that, I believe that they will try and fix it. I think that this year has just been crazy.
Yeah, I think it's just gone really weird. I mean, I know somebody who's got the game already and just isn't going to play it until the patches are all done. I'm trying to work out what you've written here because at one point you've written, unfortunately, up in Mach.
I don't know. I'm not
Anyway,
looking at
you,
it.
you've written, unfortunately, much like the world, the highly anticipated release has a plague,
Yeah.
as in a plague of bugs. I quite like that.
Thank you.
Yeah. Right.
Are we going to do the game? Are we doing it in the game? Or
Yes,
do you
but
have
you
anything
can.
that you want to talk about?
No, is the
The agenda's not up.
agenda up? It's not good because I need
No,
to.
because I don't want the risk of accidentally cheating or something like that. We put our Christmas tree up at the weekend yesterday. It looks very
Okay.
festive.
Right, I've what I've done is I've just replaced the words that I would normally have blanked out
My
with the
phone
word.
my phone just buzzed in case anybody heard that.
I've replaced the words that normally I would blank out with the word blank.
This is a good plan.
Yes. Right.
Continue, sir.
In blank, the blank world has appeared for the first time on a very large scale. Players take the leader's chair as they command their own stars and their paddlers. Discover new worlds and new people, and have the courage to travel to places you've never been before.
Okay, so this is obviously a discovery game, like a travel-y game.
Okay.
I kind of think I know what it is, but I don't know the name of it. I think I've got an idea of what it is, but I can't remember what the name is.
I know what it is, but I don't know the name of it. What? What?
Have I played this game?
Yeah.
Is it Outer
Right,
Wilds?
hold on. Stop. You get 3 guesses or 3 minutes. You're down to about two.
What, minutes or guesses?
2 minutes and 2 guesses.
Is it Outer Wilds? I think that's what it's called.
Are you right? You need to describe the Outer Wilds, and I'll tell you.
It was that game I was playing where you travel to other planets and you've got like a countdown for when the world gets destroyed.
Right.
And
Okay.
you repeat your life over and over again.
Right. There's some similarities.
So it's not
But
that.
no, but it's similarities. 1 minute left.
Star
You
Trek
remember you can
Online?
look at. This is so unfair. It's because you've only played 2 games that are set in space. So as soon as I say no, but it's similar, oh well, it's got to be that one then. But if I pick games that you've never heard of, how are you going to guess them?
Try it one week and see if I guess it.
Right. Okay. I picked that one
I'll
because
try it for the
remember
New Year
last
episode.
Christmas before last, sorry, we played the special Star Trek World place where they've got a snow world that you can go to.
Oh, can we play Star Trek?
Yeah. But do you remember the Christmas Wonderland that they have, which
Yeah.
you send you to? Yeah,
Yeah.
So that's why I picked that one because it's the most Christmassy game that we've played. So I thought that would be kind of cool.
It was cool.
So the original blurb, if you just give me a second, is we didn't explain again what the game is.
Oh.
Yeah, we keep forgetting to do that.
Tommy takes a blurb of a game, he puts it into Google Translate, translates it into a language, he then opens up a new page, takes that translation, turns it back into English, and he reads that to me.
And you have to guess what the game is.
Yes.
We instituted a guess limit, only so much help, and a time limit because you were getting it too easily. And then
That's
you just
4-1 to me.
Yeah, because you've played about 4.5 games, so it's very difficult for me
I
to
have
pick
played
one
more
that
than
you've
4.5 games. I've played What Remains of Edith Finch. I have played Star Trek
No,
Online,
you are not
Elder
listing them all.
Scrolls.
You're not listing them all. But the original blurb is, in Star Trek Online, the Star Trek universe appears for the first time on a truly massive scale. Players take the captain's chair as they command their own starship and crew, explore strange new worlds, seek out new life and new civilizations, boldly go where no one has gone before.
Yeah.
Interesting thing was, players take the captain's chair as they command their own starship, right? Players take the leader's chair as they command their own stars. I can see where that's come from. But then, as they command their own starship and crew, became their own stars and their paddlers.
Yeah, that
So
was
crew
really
became
confusing.
paddlers. Yeah. And then later on it says, discover new worlds, explore strange new worlds. That makes sense. Seek out new life and new civilizations became discover new worlds and new people. So it said discover new worlds, discover new worlds. It doesn't have the courage to travel places you've never been before. Boldly go. That was the word that was a difficulty because I couldn't put blank, go where no one's gone before, because that's too obvious. Boldly go where no one has gone before. If I remove boldly, it's too obviously still Star Trek.
Yeah.
So I needed a translation word, and every single language translated it back as boldly. But I managed to find Maori, and Maori translated it as courage. So I thought, brilliant, that doesn't make as much sense.
Do you know what's slightly weird is that what we're doing is we're video calling each other, but with the muted, and then we're listening to each other via a headset, a microphone. There's a slight lag of by like half a second, and it's so weird.
What are you talking about? I don't see a lag.
I've been trying to get into the Christmas, but I've watched The Grinch. I've watched the Dolly Parton Christmas movie on Netflix.
How is that getting into the Christmas spirit, watching The Grinch?
The Jim Carrey Grinch.
Yeah. I watch, I'm a bit older than everybody in the universe, so I watch the Santa Claus.
Yes, we also watch the Santa Claus. We've not watched it yet, but we are going to watch the Santa Claus.
Tell me if you recognise this. Ba-dum, 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 bum, bum. Bum, ba-dum, 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 bum, 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 ba-dum. What does that say? It says 90s Christmas movie.
It does. I heard it on the radio the other day, and whenever I hear that song, I always think of the Christmas party scene from the Santa Claus.
I think of him driving on the way home afterwards, and he's screaming at traffic that's not actually there. Because he left the party late, and he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I couldn't get there for Charlie." "Oh, move, woman! That's not very ladylike."
Oh yeah, I forgot about that bit. I like the fact that I like films that you only watch once a year because you forget parts of it, and then it's like a nice surprise.
I don't forget parts of movies often.
Yeah, but you've got like one of those photographic memory things.
But I've got a super brain.
Yeah. We also watch Muppets Christmas Carol every year, and I also found out recently, and I'm very happy about it. I don't know if I said it before, is that they're going to not remaster it, but they're going to re-edit it to include the song which they cut out for the DVD release.
Right.
Because in the theater and on VHS they had my favorite song,
theater?
Like the cinema.
Yeah, you mean the cinema.
It's called it's called a theatrical release. That's what I had in my head, and I didn't say that.
Yeah, but we're not American. It's called a cinema.
I understand that, but I was thinking theatrical release, and it came out as theater.
I'm not actually upset at you. I am just reminding you. Put that down.
No. Anyway, and there was a song in it called "When Love Is Gone," and it was literally my favorite part of the movie, and they cut it out on the DVD release. I was distraught, but it's also a really ugly edit in that movie as well. Right. From the beginning of that scene to the end of that scene, but they might be putting it on Disney Plus, and I'm super excited. And if it comes out on DVD, I will be buying that DVD because we still got a DVD player.
Do you still have Disney Plus? Do you have Disney Plus?
My sister does. We've also got a VHS player.
Here's another thing. Right, this is what I'm going to say, and then we're going to go. Right.
Okay.
If you're talking about things that I'm not going to likely to forget. See, when we sit down eventually to play KOTOR.
Yeah.
I am probably going to remember every conversation that you can have with a character in that game. And I'm going to remember every single piece of music I will be able to sing along to.
Go for it. Sing your little heart out.
Because there's no words, so there's no copyright infringement. I can just start screaming along.
There is copyright infringement.
Not if we're playing the game.
I don't know how that works.
Well, I do, I'm telling you. If the music is in the game and we're playing it, it's no problem. I'm not sitting there singing David Bowie.
I don't know.
Bowie.
Bowie,
Can you stop doing that? I'm literally telling you there's no copyright if we're playing the game and we're talking over it and we're having a nice time.
Okay.
Can you stop doing that? It's beyond creepy. Just staring at me down the camera.
Okay.
Back off, you spooky. Right. I'm going to go away now.
Okay, well, thank you guys for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel, please, and like the video. Share it with people. Hit the notification button. You can email us at overshadow.shadowcast@gmail.com. You can find us on Facebook at overshadow.shadowcast. You can leave a comment down below. That'd be fantastic. I think that's it. Is it? So all that's really left to say is everybody just keep safe, keep well, and have a very Merry Christmas or Happy Holidays or whatever it is that you celebrate.
Christmas.
Yes, you celebrate Christmas, I celebrate Christmas, but not everybody celebrates Christmas. But
I don't
genuinely, we
care.
hope that everybody's staying safe, staying well. Zoom
Merry
call,
Christmas.
video call your friends and family. Don't be alone. Nobody's alone, really.
Actually, I would say everybody is alone. We're never
I
not
meant
alone.
to say, reach out to people. Don't be afraid to reach out to people, because I'm pretty sure that most people won't also want to be reached out to.
If there's one thing you should remember this Christmas, deep down, you're always alone.
Shut up.
Boo-doo, boo-doo, boo, boo.
Goodbye.
Boo, boo-doo,
Goodbye.
boo-doo, boo-doo. Bye.